Thanks to a surprising season where the Chicago Bears made it to the second round of the playoffs, they will be picking late in the first round for the first time in forever. And assuming that they don't make a trade for a certain someone for the Las Vegas Raiders right now, I believe they can address their need for an edge rusher or a defensive tackle with their current first round pick. It's your boy, Big Kev, holding it down over here on Chicago Bears Central. And welcome to my mock draft 1.0. What's the word, Chicago Bears fans? Welcome to Chicago Bears Central, your number one spot for all things Chicago Bears related. Y'all already know what to do. Hit us up at 773-242-9336 or Shy Bears Central for any questions, comments, and or concerns. It's your boy Big Care from the Shy. You already know what it is. You can hit me up at Big Care from the Shy, Big Care from DACHI. And then, of course, Chicago White Sox Central is where I hold it down within our network of channels. Now, it's good to see y'all, Bears fans. Listen, 2025 was incredible. I don't care how the season ended. We played great. It was fun week in and week out, and it was great to be here with you guys every single Sunday, Thursday, Saturday, whenever the Bears played. Now, it's time to let Ryan Poles cook, though. And if last year's draft is any indication, bro is capable of being a Michelin star chef when he wants to be. So without further ado, I present to you Big Kev's Chicago Bears mock draft 1.0. And with the 25th pick of the 26 NFL draft, the Chicago Bears select defensive tackle Kayden McDonald out of the Ohio State University. Now, again, there's tons of speculation about what the Chicago Bears should do with their first round pick. Most of the intrigue revolves around if they trade the pick or some picks and players to the Raiders for Maxx Crosby. I, for one, am not completely sold on the notion of moving on from DJ Moore and draft capital for Maxx Crosby, but I wouldn't be too upset if they decided to do so, right? Like, we do need help on the defensive line, but I don't think that the price might be too steep. You know, it is what it is, but I'm one of the people that's still in the camp of keeping DJ Moore. I like him as a wide receiver. I don't fully blame him for the loss, but I digress. With that being said, my first mock will operate from a perspective of Poles holding on to the pick and deciding to improve the team through the draft. So I know edge rusher is a big position of need and it needs to be addressed. But I believe Montez Sweat and the healthy Austin Booker are good enough so much so that the Bears can address that need later in the draft. Besides, it's being reported that this draft is really deep at the edge rusher position. So addressing the defensive tackle position, honestly, earlier than later could help could benefit the Chicago Bears. So if the Bears defensive front intends to take a step forward next season, they'll need to improve a great deal with regard to stopping the run. They ranked 27th in the NFL, 135 yards given up per game and rushing yards allowed. And adding Kayden McDonald would definitely bode well for the team. Like, definitely. Watching tape on this kid was eye-opening for sure. He's 6'3", 326 pounds. He's big, he's fast, he's agile and powerful with a high motor. He has lateral quickness, and that allows him to fill gaps quickly and blow up runners before they can get a full head of steam. Now, he isn't an elite pass rusher, but he also had 3 sacks and forced 2 fumbles last season for the Buckeyes. So putting him in the trenches with Javon Dexter Sr. could prove to be problematic for opposing offensive lines all season long. Now, make no mistake about it, though, he earned a 91.2 PFF run defense grade last season. So that's where he'll make his bones in the NFL. with 65 tackles and 8 tackles for a loss. He is definitely worth a first-round pick. And if he can learn how to be more than just a bull rusher at the next level, the Bears will be drafting a stud. Now, if the Bears do decide to draft an edge rusher instead with their first pick, don't be surprised if they decide to go with TJ Parker from Clemson or Cassius Howe out of Texas A&M. Both of them have amazing tape. Go check them out over on YouTube. But let me know what you guys think. Should the Bears grab a defensive tackle with their first pick of the draft, or a defensive edge rusher, or trade the pick to the Las Vegas Raiders? Let me know what y'all think in the comments. All right. Now that the Bears have addressed stopping the run, let's stay in the trenches. With the 57th pick of the 2026 NFL Draft, the Chicago Bears select Ahakim Mesidor out of the University of Miami. As stated earlier, this draft is deep, deep at the edge rushing position. I don't believe the Bears should wait until the third round or later to snag one up, though. It would be lovely to see them trade up and grab Zion Young out of Missouri, who is a stud. In fact, I kind of hope he slides down in the draft and lands with the Bears. But if they don't get lucky enough to grab Zion Young, Mesidor wouldn't be a bad consolation prize at all. Last season for Miami, he wreaked havoc for the Canes as he amassed 46 tackles, 12 tackles for a loss, and 7 sacks. Now, watching film on him quickly allowed me to discover his greatest strength is his explosive first step. Sometimes that man was across the line of scrimmage at the same time that the ball was hiked. That anticipation allowed him to get to quarterbacks and running backs in the backfield with ease. Now, while he isn't the prototypical size edge rusher for Dennis Allen, Mesidor is versatile enough to be utilized in multiple positions along that defensive line. His high motor and his impressive football IQ, allows him to quickly diagnose plays and adjust accordingly. Now, having played in the Big 12 and the ACC, he is no stranger to big moments, and he's already 26, so he should have no issues adjusting to the NFL from a maturity standpoint. The Bears could also decide to go with safety at this spot, so maybe A.J. Haley out of LSU is an option, but I like Mesidor or Zion Young at this spot in the draft. But let me know what y'all think. Would it be too much to address the defensive tackle and the defensive end position in back-to-back picks? I don't know, but that's what I'm thinking. Defensive tackle, defensive end can just address the trenches straightway, improve stopping the run, and improve getting to the quarterback immediately. Now, moving on with the 89th pick of the 2026 NFL Draft, the Chicago Bears select Zakee Wheatley out of Penn State University. Now, he's a safety, so this is something that we're going to have to deal with. Last season, the Chicago Bears led the NFL with 33 takeaways. And while it would be difficult to sustain, Dennis Allen would like his secondary to remain productive next season. I mean, so would all of us, honestly. There's no doubt there's going to be turnover at the safety position with Jaquan Brisker, Kevin Byard, C.J. Gardner-Johnson, and Elijah Hicks all set to hit the free agent market. At 6'3", 200 pounds with a 4.4 40, Wheatley will be just what the doctor ordered to replace whoever leaves the team. His length and speed allows him to be good enough to play both of the safety positions. Watching film on him, it reminds me of Kyler Gordon, especially in run coverage. I mean, he is not afraid to lay the lumber on running backs. He hits big, and he's shown the ability to read quarterbacks well also, and he plays man and zone effectively. So he's going to have to be a better tackler at the next level, but I believe he'd be a great pick for the Chicago Bears. Now, if they don't grab Wheatley, I like Markel Bell, offensive tackle out of Miami. He's a big offensive tackle out of Miami. Chicago Bears are struggling with the left tackle position, so maybe they can look at Markel Bell in this spot, but they do need to upgrade the safety position because somebody's going to leave. What y'all think? Who should the Bears pick up in the third round? Should they go with the offensive tackle, the left tackle, or address the safety position? Now, next, though, with the 129th pick of the 2026 NFL Draft, the Chicago Bears select Jaishawn Barham out of Michigan. He's a linebacker. It might be Jaishawn Barham out of Michigan, a linebacker. Now, the linebacker core in Chicago is in flux right now. The Chicago they will most likely address the position in the draft or in free agency. So TJ Edwards is coming off injury, and Tremaine Edmonds is most likely going to be a cap casualty. So drafting a linebacker makes sense. Jaishawn Barham is a great linebacker. Watching his tape was actually really fun. He has a nose for the football and a very high IQ. Michigan rushed the quarterback a lot from the linebacking position, and Barham delivered more often than not. He has no issues shooting the gap and tackling players in the backfield, whether it's the quarterback or the running back. He's also capable of making open field tackles. He could get better at disengaging from blocks and diagnosing plays, but the Bears could use a player like him at the will linebacker spot. If the Bears don't select him, though, they could stay in the Big Ten and grab Jacques out of a linebacker out of the University of Illinois. Either way, I think linebacker is a good position to pick at this situation in this situation. So we're going to quickly run through the last couple of picks because the Bears have a lot of draft picks right now. It's early; they haven't traded any, so we're going to go through these next three real quick. With the 163rd pick of the 2026 draft, the Chicago Bears select Isaiah World, left tackle out of the University of Oregon. I'm pretty sure my boy Steve-O would like to see this, or maybe he won't. I got to talk to him about it. The left tackle position for the Bears is always in flux, and grabbing a project like World could be the steal of the draft. He's 6'8", 312 pounds, and he protected Dante Moore, who is not a mobile quarterback. So his size alone will help him stop edge rushers at the next level. Even though he's huge, he's laterally quick and doesn't easily scare. His IQ is high, and he isn't easily confused by stunts or delayed blitzes. He'll have to improve his run discipline, though, and his run discipline, and he'll have to cut down on the penalties at the next level. Now, he's rated higher than where I'm selecting him, but he did tear his ACL last season, so maybe that'll scare a few teams off. And with the 239th pick of the NFL draft, the Chicago Bears select Nate Borkercher, tight end out of Texas A&M University. This is just a depth pick. Smythe is probably leaving the team, and the Bears could use a third tight end. Now, frankly, this kid will be utilized mostly as a blocker. He excelled at just that in college. As a run blocker, he appears to be determined to punish defenders as he often knocks guys to the ground, and he always plays through the whistle. Now, I don't expect the Bears to use him in the pass game much, but he does have an 86% catch rate, and he proves that he can haul the ball in whenever his name is called. And that was actually obvious last season when they played the Notre Dame Fighting Irish early in the season. Texas A&M did, and he caught the game-winning touchdown. So he'll have to get better with his hands and pass protection, but I still think the Bears could use a guy like Nate Borkercher. And then finally, with the 241st pick of the 2026 draft, the Chicago Bears select Adam Randall, running back from Clemson University. Ryan Poles selected a running back with his final pick of the draft last year, and he nailed it with Kyle Monangai. No one could have expected Kyle Monangai to be as productive as he was, except Ryan Poles. Adam Randall could be that guy for the Bears next season. He had 1,207 all-purpose yards and 12 all-purpose touchdowns for Clemson. And even though he entered college like 6 years ago as a highly decorated wide receiver, he converted to running back and played lights out. Now, what stands out to me is his power. He does not go down easily, nor does he shy away from contact, and he's 6'2", 230 pounds. He punishes defenders when he's running with the football. He even generated 500 yards after contact last season. The kid has Chicago Bears running back written all over him. And with 84 catches, his background as a receiver makes him a legitimate threat, catching passes out of the backfield, although he does have a problem with drops. I can already see Ben Johnson salivating as he schemes Randall open from the running back position, honestly. Now, perhaps most importantly, though, his ability to return kicks. Man, he averaged 23.2 yards per return. And if there was a glaring weakness on the Chicago Bears last season, it was special teams with the kick return unit. I do not want to see Duvernay return another kick for this franchise. Roschon Johnson and Travis Homer haven't really shown me much as the third running back, so maybe the Chicago Bears will take a flyer on Randall. Now, he's new to the running back position, so he'll be a raw project, but this late in the draft, the Chicago Bears might be willing to take a chance on Adam Randall. There you have it, Bears fans. Let me know what you think about the last few draft picks and my whole mock draft period. This is fun. watching film on all these guys, reading up on them was an arduous process indeed, but y'all already know me, Dub, Hayes, Steve-O, Bobby, and my homie Big Mike. We're going to do everything it takes to go the extra mile for you guys and get you guys ready for the draft. Football season is never truly over anyway, right? We got the combine coming up. We got the draft coming up. And it's just going to be a fun offseason. Y'all already know what to do, though. Hit us up, 773-242-9336 or Shy Bears Central. It's your boy Big Kev from the Shy. You can follow me at that handle, Big Kev from DACHI. And of course, if you watch baseball, Sox Central Pod, White Sox Central at gmail.com. Chicago White Sox Central. That's where I do my thing. And listen, like, comment, share, follow, hit that notification bell, and be on the lookout for the rest of the squad to give you their mock drafts. And it's your boy Big Kev. Y'all already know what it is. Chi-Town up and bear down, baby. Yes, sir.
This has been a presentation of the Break Media.